And may I request our chief guest this morning, Dr. Nirmaljeet Singh Kalsi ji, if it's convenient to you, sir. I know you were traveling, but still you logged on right during your journey. We have also been joined by Dr. Shri Rajan Sehgal ji.
Morning, everybody. Can you hear me, Dr.
We can hear you, sir. We can see your presentation. It's wonderful, and hearty welcome to you once again, giving us the oxygen, energy, and synergy.
Thank you, Dr. Now, welcome everybody on this North India Pravasi Divas. This is the 29th annual convention of ICSI. Now, we started this way back in 90s. And hats off to Dr. who has kept this tradition alive since then. Now, this year's convention is focusing on education, skills, technology, and youth. And this is one of the part of the series of making education relevant, education and skill relevant for our youth, empowering educators and youth of India. I'll start with the vision of vocational education and skilling, since that is the focus area. The Honorable Prime Minister has a vision of making India the skill capital of the world. He wants to empower our youth. Most importantly, he wants to make vocational education and training as an aspirational subject, a lifelong and a dignified career option. We have integration and embedding of vocational education and training in schools, in colleges, in higher education, in engineering colleges, as well as the university education. Now, I'm not saying just this because this is a fashion to say that we integrate and embed the vocational education and training. We have actually started this exercise from this year. It has actually started. We want to effectively address the existing gap and the future skill gap as per the global skill needs and the kind of workforce which is required across the globe. Now, most of the countries are getting older. India is one of the youngest nations. So we have a big opportunity. So we have to train globally competitive skilled workforce, and especially with India becoming a center for manufacturing, because everybody is looking at India as center for manufacturing. So workforce for the special economic zones, manufacturing clusters, mega projects. So we are looking at them and we are training up manpower accordingly. Then enhancing the productivity of the existing workforce through upskilling, through reskilling, and by realigning them with the current job roles. However, we have to achieve all this at a great scale and speed, leveraging the existing public infrastructure and the facilities which are already available in the industry. And workforce for successfully implementing Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is self-reliant India. Now, quality of skills we have to create should be at par with the global standards. That's the only way to realize our full demographic dividend. And if we want to do this, we have to reinvent and simplify the design of skilling framework and processes, as well as the delivery of vocational education and skilling. That means all the process procedures in the skilling sector, in the UGC, in AICT, in education, they have to be simplified. And we have to revamp the way we are skilling, reskilling, recognizing the prior learning, as well as upskilling. Now, we have set up a national skill qualification framework. Now, this is a framework which is being followed by all sectors of economy in India. And we are approving the NSQF aligned vocational and education qualifications with skills, Skill India branding. So every qualification which is NSQF aligned, it has a brand name of Skill India. Identifying and implementing skilling for new age and future skills, that is Industry 4.0 and beyond, That's also on the card. You can go and Google future skills, and you will find a number of programs on this. NASSCOM with us and with MIT, Ministry of Electronics and IT. They are very closely working on this. We have set up a committee on future skills, and we are also working on this. Now, our skilling has to be outcome-centric, enabling employment, self-employment, or entrepreneurship. Very importantly, this is one of the most challenging jobs, that we are setting up a robust, unified credit framework for credit assignment, credit accumulation, credit transfers, both for education and vocational education. In fact, all three streams, that is school education, higher education, as well as vocational education. And we are working very closely on that. We are also learning from the experience of the pandemic, like Corona. And we are enabling blended mode of learning. That is skilling and assessments, could be online, could be digital, could be physical. And of course, a very light but tight regulatory framework. Now, this National Council for Vocational Education and Training, which I am handling right now, the basic role is to the development and qualitative improvement of vocational education and training. That is skilling in India. We have various functions. Main functions are quality regulations, then supervision and monitoring, and approval of qualification and putting them onto the National Qualification Register. We recognize the awarding bodies which issue the certificates, which create the qualifications, which bring the qualification to us for approval. We also recognize the assessment agencies which ultimately assess the candidates after the awarding body has trained the candidate through the training centers. And then we have skill information providers whom we also recognize that they provide the entire information required for the skilling and job employment framework. Now, a large system of skilling has already been set up in India. Now we have a long-term training which is being provided through more than 14,600 ITIs, having more than 26 lakh seats every year. We have 76 awarding bodies, 153 assessment agencies. We have training providers. We have more than 10,000 training centers now, a large number of trainers and assessors. And now the number of qualifications which have been approved, it has already crossed 4,900. And we want to achieve about 5,000 qualifications by next month end. The awarding body's role is being played by the sector skill councils. And you can see that in skilling, we are touching almost all sectors of economy. We have food industry, sector skill councils on food, agriculture, tourism, hospitality, leather, furniture fittings, instrumentation, electronics, telecom, ITES, that is NASSCOM. Then we have water management and Indian plumbing, capital goods, automotive skill development council, iron and steel, then mining, carpet, handicrafts, apparels and made-ups, textile, logistics, construction, hydrocarbons, healthcare, life sciences, beauty and wellness, sports, physical education, infrastructure equipment, power sector, management and entrepreneurship, and professional skills. Then Council for Person with Disabilities, Retails Association, then BFSI, Aerospace and Aviation, Green Jobs, Rubber, Domestic Worker, Gems and Jewelry, Media Entertainment, and Prints and Paints and Coating Industry. So in all, 37 sector skill councils, 21 ministries are working on it. All the states, they have set up one or the other systems to do it. Then we have National Skill Qualification Framework, Now, this framework includes skill qualifications, curricula, training assessment needs, and we are right now simplifying these. We are also developing multi-skilling, cross-skilling, cross-sectoral skilling, and future skills. We are identifying these and developing these. And then some common national occupation standards for adoption across sectors. We are working on that. Special emphasis is on heritage knowledge, traditional Indian skills, handicrafts, handloom skills, and regional qualification framework. Now, these are for local boys and girls. And as I said, that we are enabling the blended learning, now wherever feasible, to ensure easy and greater reach, cost effectiveness, anytime, anywhere, any device by anyone, learning, standardization of learning resources, quality content for speedy and effective delivery of vocational education and training. Also, vocational education and training needs, they are being made aspirational, and they are being embedded and integrated into school and higher education as per the National Education Policy 2020. Well, that policy provides a lot. And we are establishing linkages between the colleges of higher education, technical education, industry, and vocational education training institutions at local levels, every district level, even going below the districts level. And all the sector skill councils, the awarding bodies, and the assessment agencies, as I explained, they are supporting the technical education and higher education institution as well as schools. And they are focusing on all the new age technologies. Now, special emphasis is being given on higher order skills such as analysis, evaluation, synthesis, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, innovation, etc. Now, here are two examples of multi-skilled person and cross-sectoral skilled person. A multi-skilled person could be one person acting as driver, as office assistant, as data entry operator. Also, a cross-sectoral person could be one person whose job runs across various sectors. For example, a toy maker who also knows electronics, rubber, plastics, as well as some basics of IT programming. Similarly, we are focusing on Industry 4.0, which runs across various sectors, cuts across various sectors. We are working very closely with the industry. We are working on Industry 4.0 and beyond, identifying each of these skills and then working on each one of these separately. So number of new age skills which I have listed here, right from data privacy, digital economy, digital payments, Internet of Things, industrial Internet of Things, cyber security, cyber mesh, cryptography, blockchain, AI, ML, augmented reality, AR, VR, cloud computing, then edge computing, quantum computing, 5G and 6G, wireless, space technologies, robotics, automation and hyper automation, now human computer interaction, data sciences, cyber security, so on and so forth, number of them. So we are working very closely on these, and there are a lot of opportunities for the international community here. And I would say that all of us, you join hands with India. Now there is large requirement of manpower internationally. You tell us what kind of manpower you require, and we will be happy to train those people as per your requirements. So with this, I would like to thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me on this platform. Thank you, Dr. Saab. And I have a meeting, so I have to leave quickly. So maybe I can answer a few questions. You can mail it to me and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We are privileged for your inaugural address and to share your vision early in the morning with all of us. I know your time is very precious and you have been very, very kind that while traveling also you joined, and now also before starting your, I'm indebted to you. Thank you very much, sir, and wish you a great day ahead, and thanks for your vision. We will certainly soon get back to you on that.